Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. Last time we did enough science and got enough money to unlock and get the grabber, which is what we need to refuel our rescue craft that's circling the moon at the moment with two brave Kerbals that need returning. So today we are going to go and try and fetch them. So, first things first, this is a kind of moon lander without the lander but with a grabber. Perfect, let's do it. No control tower, no chance for a countdown, let's just go. Brilliant. I'm just going to bring us over slightly. Whoa, hang on a minute. Well, this probe hasn't got the prograde thing that Tom Gunn had. That's no good at all. We're going to have to do it manually. Oh, well, we'll just go straight up. For the first little bit, anyway. Come on. Lots of spinning around. We probably could have done with some an SAS module on here, but never mind. There we are. There we go. Right, we're going to bring this in. And we're going to try and catch up with this thing. Now, are we... Oh, ooh. No, the intersect's getting further away. Well, that's no good. Arrgh. Right. We're going to have to go around the other way. I'm going to try and get this intersect as close as possible here. Well, it's actually getting quite close. There. What's that? Oh, 0.2 separation. Fantastic. I'm sure we can do that. Probably. It's a little bit of a dirty rendezvous, but never mind. Let's warp to about here. Right. Oh, let's see if we can actually save these poor devils. Alright, so here's our capsule. I just realised I didn't put any lights on it. There's our target. So if we have to do this in the dark side of the moon, I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Right. Now, we're going to go into target mode. There we go. And we're getting close. Right. First things first, before I forget... Oh, look, it's got my logo on the front. Let's arm this. Arm. Brilliant. Now, I want to remove our velocity relative to this unit up here. So we want to do a retrograde burn. If we can find the retrograde marker. Hello? Markers? Hello? There it is. Right. We're just going to do a very gentle retrograde burn, and that should bring us in line with the target a little bit better. There we are. Now apparently we should be... Yeah, we're pretty much matched. Now what I need to do is get over there. So we want the targety thing, but on the opposite side. So we're just going to spin ourselves round, point ourselves directly at it. Oh yes. I really should have put lights on the grabber, but I think, yeah, if we're quick, we can do this while the sun's out. Alright, SAS on again. There we are. Right towards it. And we're going towards it at a nice steady... just under 10 meters a second. And I'm going to spin the craft round now, because we're going to have to spin round to slow down. We don't want to just go flashing into it at 10 meters per second. We need a nice slow and steady approach. There we go. So, 600 meters. I think when we get close to about 100 meters, I'm going to do the last bit, well, maybe even 50. Really slowly. So, there's 500 meters. I don't really want to go any faster. Should we just nip over and have a look from the other point of view? Here you are. Here's our two Kerbals in their craft with landing legs, parachutes, everything ready to come back. They just haven't got any fuel. But they will have soon. They will have rather a lot of it, actually. Okay. We're slightly off course, but that doesn't matter. We can do the last adjustments. In fact, we haven't got... Okay, let's get rid of some of that. Slow right down. Okay, we need to head a little bit more towards it. So I think if I go do a little bit of gentle burning over here, I think we're heading towards it now. Oh god, this is going to be quite difficult to do without SAS. I mean, without the other things. What do you call it? I'm not sure. Right. We are coming in at 1 meter a second, which is actually, for a dock, very, very quickly. Why is it spinning? Stop spinning! Oh god. Oh, no, no, no. We want to be facing our target. Is 1 meter a second going to be too fast? I hope not. I think we are actually going to miss it at this rate. We are. We're gonna just miss. Oh no 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 no! You devil! Right. If I don't. Oh. Okay, this time I have both vessels moving towards each other, and it should be grabber to front end. There it is, there's the grabber. 75. We're coming in at 1 meter per second. I think I want to come in a bit quicker than that. The grabber is definitely locked and armed. Should we go a little bit quicker? think maybe final adjustments should possibly be done by the orbiter. Just trying to make sure that these are going to be on target. And we're getting very close now. How are we looking from the other perspective? We should be pretty much smack on. It's a little bit, it's a tiny bit off. Okay, let's give it a little bit of juice. Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, that took forever. Oh, it's not perfect, but it was enough. I think it needs a flat surface or something relatively flat. Anyway, we've still got loads of fuel left in this canister over here. This is the one I want to fill up. Hold Alt. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fuel. And then we can just... What's free pivot? What does it do? Free pivot. Oh, wow. You can bendy. Oh, wow. That could be good for a flexible space station. Okay, let's lock the pivot and release. Guess what, girls? You're coming home. Alright, we just need to sort this vessel out first. We're going to put it... let's put the... let's disarm that. There we are. Well, I don't think there's much we can do with this. Although, having said that, it's fuel that's floating around the moon. It cost us to put it there. We could always connect it up to the moonsat, maybe. Maybe. Tell you what, let's just leave it here. Let's just leave it in orbit. It's not doing any harm. We've got 148 liquid fuel in it. Whatever. It's time to bring our Kerbals home. And we've actually got some world first milestones here. We've got constructing a first station around the moon. That's because we joined two objects together. And performed a docking manoeuvre on the moon. We got about 30 grand for that. That's brilliant. Milestones. Right, let's get these two home. To do that, we need to plan. That's right. Let's put ourselves a manoeuvre in about here. Oh, wrong way. This way. There we go. Now we need a... Oh, that's not far off, actually. Let's do that for now. Yeah, let's do... Yeah, that'll do. Let's do that for now. And it's got 28 minutes until the burn. Well, what we need to do, we need to loop round and then fast forward and warp here. Warp here. There we go. Now, we are actually travelling around... Oh, gold. Where's that going? Well, the retriever, whatever we're going to be doing with it, it seems to be... Oh, gold. Are we going to crash into it again? On the opposite side? No, we're not. Right. Let's get in a retrograde orbit. This thing turns around beautifully because I added some SAS in here. Let's have a look. Where, did I add SAS in? I think it's hidden inside one of these components here. We don't need that open. Yes, SAS. So retrograde is this way? No, hang on a minute. It's saying we need to be pointing... Oh, wait, there it is. Prograde. Prograde, silly me. Right. It says node. Let's do it. Maximum thrust. We're not manoeuvring around anymore. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Here we go. We are breaking orbit of the moon, recapturing into Kerbin, and that will about do. Alright, let's do a little bit more actually. Can't read them, they're on top of each other. How am I meant to read that? Well, that looks like 300,000, 100 and something thousand. No, that's close. I think I see a 67 in there. Oh dear. Let's walk forward. Cancel the manoeuvre. No, we don't need that anymore. Oh, 67. Yeah, that'll do. We're just dipping into the atmosphere by 3 kilometres. No problem. And there's the flick. And very easily and simply we should be able to... Oh, cool. Steady. Steady. We should be able to fast forward to about here. Yep, there we go. Hurtling back. There we are. What? Why? Oh, we're here. We're here. There! Oh my goodness, that was fast warping. We're going to start coming into the atmosphere soon, so I would like to go forward just a little bit further to about there. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Right, spin ourselves round to a retrograde. Point your bomb the way you're going. That's basically that one. What that one is, isn't it? Yeah. There. Right. Loads of fuel. Absolutely bucket. I've never come back to Kerbal with this much fuel before. Really, just... We might even be able to bring the fuel and the engine back with us, but to be honest, I'd rather not risk it. We're going to use the landing legs and everything else. Look at this. It's coming in absolutely wonderfully. We want to do it so slowly. Bleed off as much speed as possible as we loop round. Doing alright. Slightly off centre there. Perfect. I really hope these two come in okay. We've got 4 parachutes on this. Landing legs. We've got a heat shield, I think, inside there. Yeah, we've got a heat shield in there. Oh, God, hang on a minute. I thought I'd gone too far, then I haven't. And a periaps there. Oh, we've still got a... we are going to come in quite sharp. That'll do. That will do. Fast forward out here. And we'll just have to see how we get on. I must admit, I never thought about where we're going to land, but we could actually end up landing on the space centre. So, I don't think we will, though. Which way are we heading? We're heading this way. Right. And we are at full fast forward. So I will see you when we're getting a little bit closer to the hot stuff. Okay. We're starting to go through atmosphere now. I'm going to try and adjust our orbit slightly by thrusting. I think if I thrust kind of up, sort of there, I'm going to try and shallow out our orbit a little bit. I don't know how much that's going to do. Oh, it is. Or is it? It kind of is. It's kind of bringing our orbit longer and lower, which is what I really want. And it's about to run out anyway. So there is the last of the fuel. We're doing it to... yeah, making a longer orbit good. We're actually going to go up again a little bit, which is fine. So, now comes the time, I think, to ditch this fuel canister. So let's get sidewards and eject. Hop. Hang on. I don't know what that was. We need to do one more eject. There we go. Away it goes. Right. There's our ablator. And... oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, is that the... oh god. That's the communication device. That's the control probe sticking out the bottom of the ablator. I hope it doesn't get too hot. Oh well, never mind. Where are we going? Over here. Right. Right, let's see how we cope with this now. Okay, starting to come into the hot stuff again. I'm going to turn the SAS system off. We're going to use the natural curve of the ablator to keep us on track. Things are heating up. It looks like the landing legs, but they should be able to cope. We're at 16,000. We need to slow down a lot quicker before deploying chutes. 10,000. Yeah, we're going to be able to deploy shoots soon. And 6. There go the shoots. And we may as well put the landing gear out as well. There we are. That was almost textbook. What exploded? That must have been our fuel and our engine. Well, it's going to take me a while to get down to the surface because I have a funny feeling. Well, actually, I think we're actually quite close to the surface. Yeah, look, the texture's just about to change. So, I will float down to the surface and I will see you on touchdown. Okay. Nearly there. Not long now. The girls are coming home. Well, was it home? It is home now anyway. Where are you girls from anyway? You must be from Kerbin originally. Plop. Fantastic. Okay, let's head on back and... Oh, hang on a minute. Does that count as a... No, we have to send them back to the Space Center. Recover vessel. And here we go. We've got an experiment recovered. A vessel that went around the moon. Well, next to no science for that. We got loads of parts back. We got 2 crew with 5 experience each. Wow, that's cool. Advanced to level 1. And we got a contract complete, £1,000 for that one, and £1,000, well, 100 grand nearly for that one and that one. We've gone up to 343,000 credits there. 129 science to spend. We can probably start getting some of these other things that we really want. I really want supersonic flight. I want this Panther... No, hang on a minute. Is it that one? High altitude flight. That's what I want. I really want the high altitude flight because, although having said that, does it give us a good engine? We get radial intakes and a cockpit and tanks, supersonic intakes, structural bits, and a clampotron. We don't actually get it. We don't even get a new engine, which is not. Oh, hang on a minute. Hypersonic flight. That is where we get some ramjets. Alright, okay. That's a way off yet. We need to forget about that for now. What can we spend? Miniaturization. We get some adapters and a little docking port. Okay. Advanced flight control. That's where we can get our RCS and stuff in. We'll get that when we get a chance. Landing. We get landing gear, which could be good to have. Parachutes and escape. No, not too bothered about that. Aerodynamic stuff. Yeah, that'd be quite nice to have a proper jet engine for a change. The radial intake and the inline cockpit. Maybe. What's this one? Propulsion systems. Oh, it's the little engines. Yeah, those are the little engines that we do for probes and stuff. And a little fuel tank. And what's this? Heavy rocketry. Probably a one that we want to have. Let's just check. Advanced construction. Yeah, we own all that. Yeah, we could get the advanced fuel systems. We could get specialized construction, which gets more. Now this is where we get the docking ports, but we don't know it yet. Tell you what, let's go with heavier rocketry. Let's buy all that stuff. Just checking around here. We've got some tanks and stuff we didn't purchase before. Let's purchase that now. We've got the cash. And there we go. Right. Well, that is brilliant. Let's go check on our brand new Kerbals. So now we have 10 Kerbals available out of a maximum of 12. We've got Jebediah, our pilot, Bill, our engineer, Bob, our scientist, and Valentina, our combat pilot. But we've also got, of course, Gusley, our secondary pilot, Tom Gunn, who is our only pilot to actually set foot on the... let me see. He planted a flag on the moon, and he orbited round Kerbin. That's what this guy's done. This Gusley has orbited around the moon and orbited around Kerbin. Oh, Tom Gunn never did an actual orbit around the moon. Well, Jebediah, what's Jebediah done? Orbit around Kerbin, orbit around the moon. Okay. And then we've got some new pilots here. We've got hang on. No, we've got Dan. He's not new. Who's new? These two.
engineer and a scientist. Oh, brilliant. Neo's a scientist. Oh, and a level 1 scientist too. Fly by Kerbin, orbit the moon. So you could orbit Kerbin and get some more stuff there. Vessel science return 105%. Oh, wow. Repack parachutes and repair skills. Right, okay, this is looking good. Let's go back to the Space Centre. So we've got fantastic crew. Research is going well. Both buildings over here have been upgraded. We can do Kerbals can perform EVAs and stuff. I think we can upgrade the astronaut complex to get unlimited Kerbals, but we're not bothered about that. We can upgrade R&D to get unlimited science unlocks, but we don't want that yet. What else could we do? Unknown object tracking by upgrading the tracking station. We're not interested in that just yet. We could do with upgrading the space plane hangar, but we haven't really got the spare cash for that. And we could probably do with upgrading the vehicle assembly building as well when we get a chance. Let's head over to let's have a look. Yeah, let's head over to mission control. We're in a good position here now. Oh wow, look at all these different things we've got going on now. So we've still got to do our flyby Juna. That's going to take a while. We've done loads of stuff in the archives. So we've got temperature surveys of Minmus. Science from space around Kerbin. Well, we can do that. We've got a satellite. Science from data from space around Minmus. We can do that. Have we got a satellite around Minmus, or did I destroy it? No, we've got a satellite around Minmus. We can do that. Recover part from orbit of the sun. That must be quite challenging. I suppose it depends where it is. Oh, we can rescue somebody from the orbit of the moon. No thanks. Explore Duna. We could do that if we're going to be going past, do a flyby Duna. We could actually try and do a mission to Duna. And 6 tourists to their destinations and back. These tourists like to go a long way, don't they? Well, let's quickly just get these science from space around Kerbin and Minmus done. That'll be another 15, 40 odd, about another 60, 70 grand under our belt. Let's do that quickly. So with the Minmus Sat 1, we're just going to log the temperature and transmit it. There we are. That should be that contract done. Fantastic. Loads of pennies. And then the satellite round Kerbin, which is actually a powered satellite. Maybe we should upgrade the satellites around the moon and Minmus to be powered satellites. Log temperatures. We're not going to get anything for it, apart from the completion of a contract. There we are. There's 11 grand in the bank. Brilliant. And so, today finally we come to the science rover thing. What is it called? I can't remember what this vessel's called. Rename vessel. The Science Rover Mark II. We've got the Mark I and done some upgrades. We've got some more stuff going on here. First of all, the toggling of the reverse thrust is now done with the RCS button. Means it can go backwards with a touch of a key. That's nice and good. We've got solar panels on it now and more batteries, which allows us to have a lot more electrical charge. We've now got 450 electrical charge. We've also got monopropellant that we don't need. We need to get rid of that at some point. The science is all the same, except for now, on the back, we have a grabber in case we need to do any grabbing activities. So we can arm our grabber, and we can use our reverse thrust to pick stuff up and drag it around. So it's much more than just a science vessel. We're using it a little bit like a recovery vessel as well. In addition to all that, we've also got some lights, which you can't see too much at the moment, but in the dark will allow us to see all the way around the vehicle what's going on. Particularly handy at the back if we're going to be grabbing stuff. And one last thing which I'm going to test in a moment. So let's get this thing off the runway. We've got a brand new scientist here ready to give it a go. Let's throttle up, brakes off. Come on. There we go. Slowly moving forward. A little bit heavier than what it was before. There we are. Oh, we've slid off. Nice and slowly now. We'll be alright. We'll be fine. There we go. Our nice little science rover is doing pretty good. Now, why are we out in our upgraded science rover? Well, Nia has some stuff to do. So we're currently, I think, are we on the launch pad? Let's put our brakes on. No, our brakes are on. Let's do a crew report just to get our location. Launch pad, right, okay, that's fine. I want to try and get Nia out on the ground and back again. So we've got our brakes on. Let's put our landing gear down and see what the science rover has in store for us now. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. Ooh. Nothing! The landing gear went right through the ground. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. It was supposed to push us over on our side. That's terrible. Okay, let's try it out on the actual ground. Let's try it over here. Right, unbrakes. Power. There's another little thing we've got to test, but that's a little later. There we are. Let's just stop here. Does it work now? No. Turn the brakes off. Does it work? Well, it appears that landing legs just go into the ground when extending them from a vessel that's already on the ground. That doesn't help me. We need a way for Nia to be able to get up and down. I don't think she'll be able to jump. Should we give it a try? Let's give it a try. EVA. Right, let go. Right, now, jump down there. Yeah. I said jump. Well, it's not very graceful, but never mind. Right, let's take that surface sample and let's keep it. There we are. Oh, hang on a minute. Basic analysis. Oh, cool. We get extra stuff for basic analysis. Cool. Keep that data. Now, can we get back up, even with the use of RCS? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, she can climb! That is brilliant. You couldn't do that in the earlier versions of KSP. Well, the reason why we are out in the science vessel, the new science vessel, is we've got loads and loads of surface samples to do, and I'm going to go and do that between episodes. But we have one last thing to try, and that is the abort system. So, let's get some speed up and see if my abort system for the science rover works. What we're going to do is we're just going to drive it off this way. And we're going to get up some speed, and then we're going to hit the abort button and see what happens. Hopefully our brand new scientist doesn't get any injuries. Now, we know that this vessel is moderately stable. It likes to wiggle around a bit. But here we go. We're going to cut the engine and hit abort as soon as we hit 50 meters per second. Oh, it's wobbling a bit. I don't know if we can take it much more. No, 45, 6, 47, it's going to go. And there. And we have a chute. There should have actually been two chutes. I don't... There we are. I don't know why both chutes didn't deploy, but it worked. All the brakes turn on and the chute deploys. I think that's a success, actually. So and if we had an engineer with us, we could probably pack that away again. But never mind. Are our brakes still on? Does it lock our brakes on? Oh, there's the other chute. Okay, so it didn't work completely. Never mind. Well, me and Naya are going to go off, and we're going to probably... Let's cut this chute. Cut chute. There we are. We're going to go and get surface samples from everywhere. We're going to start just here. I'm going to get one more from over here. Now, well, the first one was at the launch pad. So if we EVA out... There we go. Let go. Brilliant. Just hop down here for us, love. Come on. Come on. Brilliant. I know you spent a long time orbiting the moon, but we've got 5.4 science to gather from very many locations, unfortunately. Come on. There we go. Climb a bit more. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, well there we are, folks. We're going to now take the science rover and go around the space centre and gather lots more science. I will see you next time for our next adventures, but we finally have the grabber. We finally have upgraded things, and we can get on with the next stage of awesomeness. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, and until I see you next time, goodbye.